Hello, everyone, and welcome to the DMV Football Gauntlet. My name is Matthew Heiserman, and today we are joined by three-star high school football recruit and Northwestern football commit, Jaden McDuffie. Jaden, it's great to have you on.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me. I appreciate the opportunity to get on here.
Yeah, of course. And, getting right into it, I just want to start by asking when you first knew that you wanted to play football.
I'll have to say I was playing flag football at 3, padded football at 4. So
Mhm,
I played football longer than I haven't played football in my life. So
mhm.
started early.
And when did you make that transition to tackle football?
I really got into tackle football, like thinking like beyond like playing just with my friends. When I got to like 7, 8 years old, I felt like I'm pretty good. So my goal
Mhm,
was always to go to college.
mhm. Absolutely. And, along with playing wide receiver, you're also a second team All State defensive back. How is playing defensive back? Sorry, lost you there for a second.
Um,
How has playing defensive back helped you as a wide receiver, kind of just understanding what a defensive back is thinking when you're going up against one?
No, for sure. I love this question because I've never got asked it. Actually, like being a DB and like learning how to read guys helps me trick DBs because I know how I react to certain moves. Especially guys that are lengthy like myself. I think it makes it a lot easier knowing their technique and knowing their progressions because I'm completely similar.
Mhm,
It helps me beat the guys a lot. It gives me a really great advantage.
mhm. Yeah, and then along with football, you're also a combo guard for South River High School in basketball. Um, I know sometimes I'll ask people this question. One of the main things they bring up is footwork and how footwork in basketball is kind of translated to football. Is that the same with you? And is there anything else that basketball has really helped you with on the football field?
The main thing for me, honestly, is rebounding and going to high point the ball. I feel like getting, especially offensive rebounds when you're not supposed to get the rebound, like really
Yeah,
translate to like red zone offense for me.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
if you watch my basketball film, like I just go to try high point the ball, give my team another chance to get the ball. Like I feel like that's what really transitions for me when I'm high pointing the football and I'm able to turn my body in the air and stuff. So I feel like that's because of basketball, honestly.
And as one of the top wide receivers in the class of 2026, what's one thing that you really take pride in when it comes to your play style?
Um, I would say just being able to make plays out of nothing. So like screen passes, little hitches, instead of it being like a 2 yard gain, 3 yard gain, make it a 60 yard gain, make it a 50 yard gain, a first down. Never settle for like a 3 yard gain. That's my main thing.
Yeah. And then I know that obviously blocking is something that's not as talked about when it comes to being a wide receiver. How do you feel you are with blocking, and what are some of the main aspects of being a good blocker as a wide receiver?
For sure. Definitely being very patient. A lot of guys like just run out there and try to get the guy, but that's not always the right way to do it.
Mhm,
Um when my old coach taught me, kind of it's just like sliding your feet in basketball side to side. Stay in front of the guy, put your arms out, lock your arms up, get inside. Like a lot of guys like to grab, like to come at them crazy, get inside of their pads. And that was big for me, because I used to have long arms. I always try to just grab the guys by wherever I could. But the technique part, you can be as strong as you want. If you have technique, like you can beat anybody off the line.
mhm. And getting into the recruitment process a little bit, on January 8th, 2025, you received your first ever Division One offer from Georgetown University. Can you just describe what it felt like to receive that first offer and what was going through your mind during that moment?
Oh yeah, for sure. It was definitely, I'm not gonna lie, unexpected.
Mhm,
Because I kind of
yeah,
just doubted myself football wise for a long time.
mhm,
And when I got that, I was just like, wow, like maybe like this is just God showing me like I have a path that he's trying to lead me and I'm just
mhm,
blocking it. So like that's why I really realized like Georgetown, shout out to the coaches, they're the first coaches to really believe in me.
mhm.
And when that happened, I kind of just flipped the switch. Like I worked even harder than I was already working and just felt more confident than ever, honestly.
Yeah, and I mean, compared to some other players, it maybe took you a little while to get that first offer, but it's really taken off since then. You've had 24 Division One offers. Did you kind of expect this growth when you got that first one?
No, no,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie. No, I did not.
Yeah.
I would say my coach kept telling me like they're gonna come, like buckle your seatbelt. They're gonna come, and I'm over here just like what happens, what happens. Like I always want to be a basketball player in college, kind of. When I got to that age, like in high school, I'm like football might not be for me. So like everything else happened, I was just kind of just mind blown by. So like when I saw I got my Georgetown one, and then 2 weeks later I got Towson, and
Yeah.
then after the day after Towson, I got Cornell, and then I got Dartmouth, and then I got Monmouth, and then it just kept going like back and forth. I was like, wow, wow. I'm still shocked. Like I'm committed to Northwest. Like me a year ago today wouldn't believe where I'm at right now, honestly.
Yeah, and then I mean some other schools. You got Princeton, Buffalo, Temple. What has the recruitment process looked like for you in terms of maybe going on some visits, programs, visiting your school, just all of that stuff?
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, the first ever visit I did was a game day visit at Georgetown.
Mhm.
Coach Ramey texted me, invited me to campus, and then after that, it kind of like died a little bit till the end of the season, and then schools started coming in and calling me daily. It was just kind of like I think we had 40 Division I schools come in this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was nuts. It was definitely nuts. Um, and my where I'm from, like that's not usually normal at all. So it was really cool to see them making it out to come to school. Some came to my house, did a couple home visits. I visited Syracuse, Virginia. Who else I visit? I visited Navy,
Mhm.
um, Temple. So it was really cool to get out to the schools to see how everybody is successful, but they teach different techniques and methods, which it was really cool to see how different coaches coach. Honestly.
And then on May 22nd, you officially committed to play college football at Northwestern University. What really stood out to you about them, and when did you know that that was the right option for you?
For sure. Well, I really liked how upfront and honest the coaches were. Like before I
Mhm.
even did my official visit, like Coach Ben's, like everything just flowed right. Like it was never like I have the forward. I felt as soon as I started talking and texting with Coach Benz, which is the wide receiver coach at Northwestern,
Mhm.
like it just felt like I was talking to a guy I've known for years. Like it was just like really natural, really fluent, talking about the Lakers, cooking, whatever it was, like whatever the topic was, it was an
Yeah.
easy conversation.
Mhm.
And especially when I went my OV, it felt like home. I love how they're really family oriented. Like a lot of programs talk about it, but they are that. Like ROV, like I expected to go out to this dinner and it was just gonna be all this money and all this stuff trying to flash. No, they went to Coach Braun's house, was the head coach, went to his house. All the coaches had their family, their wives, their kids, and my whole family was there and we ate and played games and had a good time, honestly. And I really
Yeah.
value personal connections over anything. So that was huge for me.
Yeah, I love to hear that. And you kind of touched on the coaching staff. Um, you know, especially guys like Coach Armand Baines and I guess some of the other coaching staff. Have you been able to work with them? What does that connection look like right now, or is it mostly just over the phone and calls?
Yeah, for sure. I've definitely seen Coach Benz the most.
Mhm.
And talked to him the most. He hit me up 2 weeks before I got offered and let me know how high I was on their list and like just getting to know me. We did like a 30-minute conversation before when we first got on the phone. It was 30 minutes, it just flowed. And then he called my coach for about an hour and 30 minutes. They have a great conversation. And then Coach Benz actually came the day before my OV or 2 days before. He came and visited me at my school, met my mom, which was
Yeah.
huge. Shows that effort, we really appreciated that. And then we went down to the OV, talked to him, his family most of the time. And then um, he came down for another visit actually
Mhm. Yeah.
a week or two later. So it was definitely we've definitely talked a lot. Definitely we talk on the phone all the time as well in text. So definitely have a good connection there.
And, the DMV area is home to some of the most competitive high school football throughout the entire country. How does that competition help you improve your game? And are there any situations where maybe you're able to learn or add something to your game from something that you saw against an opponent?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I would say since I was young, we had it's called the AAYFA.
Hmm.
We all played when we were younger. There's a lot of D1 guys in that group that
Hmm.
I've had to play against my whole life. Just name a few, like Sean Johnson, 4-star going to Fuller State, Maroos Medley, 3-star, he going to Syracuse. So it's like there's a lot of guys that I've been competing with since I was 6 years old, honestly. So just being able to be at that can like play at that high speed against those good of guys my whole life definitely helped me. I went to Archbishop Spalding my freshman year
Hmm.
and playing against those guys also like
Yeah.
all Fernando County, all AYFA guys. I mean, I was running against D1 guys every day. Even when I was a little 5'4" freshman, I was still competing with these big guys, big dogs. So I had to really tunnel in on my technique because I wasn't as athletic as the guys or as strong or as fast. So I had to find ways to get open. So that definitely like that freshman year, sophomore year really helped me find my technique because I ended up getting taller, got stronger, got faster. It all came with that. But the
Mhm,
technique was the main thing for me, route running,
mhm.
especially.
And now that you're in the off season, obviously the football season's wrapped up, your recruitment has wrapped up. What does a typical day look like for you in terms of practicing and training?
For sure. Well, today I was off today. Usually Mondays are usually one of the I guess harder days.
Mhm,
Um, so I have football practice in the morning, 8 to 10. I'm off right now, but I usually shoot around a little basketball or do
yeah,
another workout by myself, and then I have training with a guy up in College Park by Maryland at
mhm,
5:30, and after that I usually have a basketball game or practice.
mhm.
Usually my day.
And
I eat a lot of food. I eat a lot of
yeah,
food.
yeah. And with just 1 year until college, what are some of the main things you're still looking to improve before you reach that next level?
Um, Definitely my like aggressiveness off the line.
Mhm,
Last year I've been watching some tape and like yes I was good last year, but honestly I feel like I make crazy strides.
mhm,
I feel like sometimes I'll soft off the ball. Definitely playing both sides. Like I need to be more conditioned than I was.
yeah,
Um, so I can give it 100% on both sides. But I mean, just like getting on my breaks quicker, being more twitchy, using my length more. I was trying to play last year. I
mhm,
was kind of like 10 minutes off. But I need to realize like a lot of these DBs are too small to mess with me. Like I need to after watching film, I really need
mhm,
to use my arms more and be more aggressive, be way more aggressive off the ball.
mhm. And are there any, wide receivers in the NFL that you take inspiration from or try and model your game after?
My favorite one growing up, everybody's usually surprised when I say it's Jacoby Jones. I love Jacoby. I'm a Ravens fan. I
Yeah,
love Jacoby. I mean, from his touchdown celebrations to his punt returns, kick returns
yeah,
to the touchdown against Denver. Like I mean, I love Jacoby Jones so much. Like that was my idol, still
mhm,
is my idol. Like love that
mhm.
guy.
Yeah, I love to hear that answer. And when you're watching an NFL game, are you typically watching the whole game all together, or are you really just paying attention to the wide receivers and what they're doing?
Oh yeah. So I'm a big Ravens fan. So like when I'm watching a Ravens game, I'm locked in on everybody because like I need our
Yeah,
team to win.
yeah,
But if I'm watching like I'll turn on like I love watching Justin Jefferson. I love watching Cooper Cup. Like I'll turn on those guys and I'll watch their game. I even like I'll go to their clips after the games, every single route, even if it was a drop, just a target, like just seeing like how they attack leverage and make moves if, no matter who they're getting guarded by, whether it's a safety or linebacker or corner, like seeing how they react to different coverages is really cool to see.
and now it's nice as a Ravens fan, I guess you get to keep that same color scheme with Northwestern, right?
Oh yeah, oh yes, purple look, love my purple.
Mhm. And then, when it comes to the mental side of football, are there any pregame superstitions or maybe music you like to listen to get yourself in the right mindset?
Yeah, people are definitely surprised when I say this. I listen to Adele. It's my favorite
Mhm,
artist. I love Adele. I can't get enough. Honestly, I'll
mhm,
bump Adele as long as I can. If I need to lock in, even when we're on the field, I have one of my friends that maybe heard or something, just like throwing a little music or something. Her voice and like her, just the way she talks and just her music, it just calms me down and gets me in the zone.
yeah. Now, what's one thing you don't think the average football fan necessarily knows about the wide receiver position?
That's a good
Yeah,
one. I would 100% say that we're not just pretty boys. Everybody loves to say wide receivers are pretty boys and they don't get after it. Now, like, I mean, we're prepared to go across the middle of that field on a slant against a 6'2", 300-pound linebacker that's gonna probably clock us. But we gotta catch the ball. Like,
uh-huh.
we gotta catch the ball when we're 10 feet in the air and our backs got to break, but we're still gonna catch the ball. Like stuff like that. Like you gotta have grit to play wide receiver. You can't just like those toe tabs and this some of the scary balls. Quarterbacks make mistakes all the time, but you still gotta go get it. Like you're a wide receiver. Your job is to catch the ball and help your team win. So when you drop the ball, you're not being productive. Like you need to catch everything that's even in a 5 foot radius of you, whether it's up or down. I feel like people don't see the grit in wide receivers.
Now, during your final year playing high school football, Are there any personal goals as well as team goals that you're looking to achieve?
Oh yes. I would definitely say personal goals. Last year I finished with like 1,251 yards and I missed 2 games. So I'm and I really honestly I feel like I can play way better than I did last year. So my goal is like I think I'm gonna try to get 90 plus catches,
Mhm,
um, over 1,700 yards and 22
mhm,
touchdowns is my goal. Um, and then team goal like I think we can go 9-1 or better regular season, and then definitely need a regional championship.
mhm,
And I want to go on a state run. I feel like we've never got one before in our school's history, and I feel like it's the team to do
mhm,
it. A couple of my guys transferred over, and we have some dogs that have been working since we were little.
mhm,
So it's our time to. It's what we've been working for our whole lives. So now we just gotta go get it.
mhm. Now, I do have one final question to ask before we wrap things up. What's one random fun fact about yourself, just so the people watching can get to know you a little better at a personal level?
For sure. I'm a really good cook. Like I mean, I cook
Mhm,
like steak, crab cakes. Like
yeah,
I mean, I cook anything. I love cooking. Like
mhm.
that's if I wasn't a football player, basketball player, I'll definitely be a chef. That would be my main thing.
Are you gonna be cooking a lot of, crab cakes at Northwestern now that you're not gonna be living in Maryland?
I guess, man. I'm gonna have to show some of these kids. I'm gonna have to show them how to peel a blue crab.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
mean, I mean, I'll bring them definitely bring the Maryland culture to Chicago. You know, they
Mhm,
got deep fried pizza and
mhm,
that stuff.
mhm,
I mean, when I went down there, that food was good. But they're gonna need. I'm gonna need me some seafood. I'm gonna need me
mhm.
some seafood for sure.
Absolutely. With that being said, I can't thank you enough for coming on. Is there anything else you wanna say to the people watching before we wrap things up?
Go Cats! Go Cats!
Mhm. 100%. Again, big thanks to Jaden McDuffie for joining us on the DMV Football Gauntlet, and as always, we will see you next time.